it's a historic moment indeed, not only for Africa, but also for the World Trade Organization. We still have more on this, and I'm now joined by Michael Sudakasa. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Africa Business Group. Michael, thank you for joining us on the program. A huge responsibility and high expectations there on Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. What challenges lie ahead?
Well, I think the fact that she's coming in the middle of a pandemic is going to be a huge one. I think a second one will be that she's the first female head of the organization, and you know, those changes sometimes take a little while to come into to have everybody comfortable. But you know, I think that it's a historic time for Africa. It's a historic time for the World Trade Organization. And we're also on the continent excited about her ascension because we've also just in January launched the African Continental Free Trade Area. And the sixth objectives of the six objectives of the organization, the WTO, is to ensure that developing countries really get the full benefit of that organ. So now we've got a perfect platform within which she can work and help us. So we're all eagerly awaiting her tenure, and you know, having her start bringing some of the problem-solving skills that she so adeptly proved that she had when she was with the World Bank and also with the government of Nigeria to the world trade stage.
So Okonjo-Iweala has warned against vaccine nationalism in the fight against COVID-19. How significant is that, given that the WTO recently shot down a proposal to waive intellectual property rights for vaccines?
I think it's really, she has a platform to bring to a light in a way that very few others can, potential injustices in global trade. This issue that has been, again, something that developing countries have faced for some time, with global pharmaceutical companies really dominating global healthcare, has been a challenge. And so I don't think that everybody will roll over and say, just because she's making a point of it, we will change everything. But I think that she can apply enough pressure and mobilize enough interest so that these things will change. Now, will that happen in the next 6 months, which is when we need it to happen? Maybe, but I think the fact that she's raising it will get, and you know, it's pointed out that the new president of the United States has really changed tack and is trying to make sure that there's more of an egalitarian dissemination of the vaccines. That pressure will ramp up. And so I think that by virtue of her raising it, she's raising it even before she's in office. Once she's in office, she can see if there are other levers that can be pulled. But I think it's what's needed. And so I think she will definitely have an impact. We may need to revisit the whole area of intellectual property rights. You've got countries like India where there are generics that are available and there's a tussle. The continent itself, I know the UN Economic Commission for Africa has done research recently on how pharmaceutical products can be produced on the continent. This will be an issue that will be further discussed in her first 5 years of office, for sure.
All right, Michael Sudakasa joining us there via Zoom. Thank you.